Just imagine that you have packed up ready for your holiday, only to get to the airport to find that there's no room for you on the plane. That's what happened to the McBeth family, whose trip of a lifetime was halted last week when they were prevented from boarding their flights.
Well, they were the victims of overbooking, where airlines double book seats to make sure there are no empty seats if passengers fail to turn up. But what do you do if it happens to you?
Well, travel expert Simon Calder's here to explain all our consumer rights. First, though, let's go to that family. Live to Northumberland, where we're joined by Colin McBeth.
Hi, Colin.
Hiya, Colin. Nice to talk to you. So just explain, what was the trip? Where were you going? What were you doing?
OK, we arranged a trip last July to August for my daughter's 30th, which was May the 10th this year. And we arranged it through a local travel agent who we've used many times, and it was all set to go. We arrived at the airport on Saturday morning, and we were advised that there was a possibility that we may not be able to travel. That possibility turned out to be a reality.
Well, the possibility was actually the policy of the airline KLM, who said that the flight could possibly be overbooked, at which point you wouldn't be able to get on the plane, but head to the gate, get there, and then you would find out. So obviously, alarm bells are slightly ringing in your head at this moment to think, oh my gosh, this holiday, this trip of a lifetime, this 30th birthday present, the Vegas and New York, you might not be going.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, with hindsight, it was, I think they asked us to make our presence known at the gate. We'd obviously gone through security, we checked in, we arrived on time, everything was paid and booked. So from my point of view, there was no reason why we shouldn't get on. But when we actually got to the gate, we were sat down in a separate area, facing the plane, watching where people were boarding. And at that point, realising that it wasn't going to happen.
Do you think they knew before you even checked your bags in?
I think so. I don't know for sure. But when she said there was a 10% overbooking policy, which all airlines, apparently most scheduled airlines do, then, as you said, the alarm bells were ringing, and I just feel that when we got there, because we were asked to sit down immediately, that the decision had already been made.
Well, you immediately phoned your travel agent and quite sensibly asked what all of us would ask, what did I do wrong? Was there anything I could have done to have prevented this? And your travel agent said, nope, that's just the way it goes sometimes. But what was the airline's reaction to the fact
that... The airlines were very, I've got to say, very supportive in terms of the staff at the desk. They did everything they could to rearrange alternative flights. But my daughter's reaction, well, was quite severe. She had a panic attack, and they weren't particularly sympathetic towards that, although I guess that's not really their duty of care. But the travel agent, as you said I'd done nothing wrong, other than we could have maybe checked in online previously.
And of course, you know, this is a disappointing start to the holiday. You only had 2 days in Vegas, so this was down to a day. You didn't get time to see a show, which I know was one of the things you wanted to do as a family. On the upside in New York, you did bump into Philip Schofield.
Which he did. Has he recovered from the shock of shaking my daughter's hand?
It was very nice to meet you in Battery Park in New York. I had no idea when I met you the trauma that you'd obviously been through. So in actual fact, you did manage to get it. It was cut short, but they did organise it, and they sent you on another airline. Correct.
Yes. I mean, in fairness, the arrangements on the following day were very well, just unbelievably. Sort of efficient. We flew from Newcastle to Heathrow and then from Heathrow to Vegas. So with hindsight, that was probably a better way to have done it. But it doesn't excuse the fact that we did lose a day and possibly a day and a half.
No. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Love to your family. Thank you,
Colin. Lovely to talk to you again. Give my love to your family. You've got a lovely family.
Thanks for taking an interest.